Not everyone's buying the explanation that the Baltimore bridge collapse was an accident. Their Exhibit A is this speeded up footage of the cargo ship hitting the support pillar of the bridge, which has gone viral on X. They ask if the ship had just lost propulsion power, as the official story claims. Why does it appear to be making a beeline for the pillar and appear to deliberately turn into it? Take another look. Some claim the ship deliberately altered its course to hit the pillar of the bridge, but a chief engineer who has worked on cargo ships begs to differ.
Okay, the reason the ship turned, there's a lot of possibilities. Some said they dropped the anchor. If it's a starboard anchor they dropped, that could cause it to take a right-hand turn. I thought it maybe was a stored command. During the blackout period, if someone has moved the helm and then the emergency generator comes on and starts the steering gear pump, then it will exercise or execute that stored command and turn the rudder over. Also, if the rudder is in float and full astern, it could have moved.
There's even claims that this footage shows what they say is a controlled demolition. Really? Just looks like a light falling down to me. And why would a controlled demolition begin from the very top of the bridge? Not buying it. In fact, as sometimes happens, the conspiracy theories are actually only serving to hide the true cause, which I'll get to later. But this post on X asserting the ship was hacked got over 17 million views. They claim repeated on-off power loss experienced by the vessel is proof of the hacking. Or it might just be the power going on and off, you be the judge. Authorities say accident, but there are a growing number of skeptics. Prime amongst them, journalist Laura Logan. She posted on X that the bridge collapse was in fact a quote, absolutely brilliant strategic attack on key US critical infrastructure. By who and for what reason? Don't know really. The two critical components on that bridge are the two load-bearing pylons on each end closest to the shore. They are bigger, thicker and deeper than anything else. These are the anchor points and they knew that hitting either one of them would be a fatal wound to the integrity of the bridge. Now Logan's an interesting case study. She literally went from being a legacy media darling, working for CNN, CBS, ABC and NBC, to embracing, let's just call them, the spiciest hot takes that you can imagine. Nowadays, she never meets a conspiracy theory she doesn't like, but she's not alone in her skepticism. Steve Bannon's also got some questions.
I'll be blunt, it doesn't make sense. The system is supposed to be set up for exactly what happened last night, losing power. And this was not terrible conditions. Terrible conditions, I've seen these conditions, where you have tons of wind, rough seas, you have tons of wind, so all that freeboard, the ships, those kind of ships are just blown over. And it's foggy. You can't see the front of the bow of the ship. You got fog, so you're totally flying. You're totally doing blind. And even then, these pilots are so experienced; they've taken these things in and out of there. So it's not right. And I think we need to get full accounting of this until people say it's not terrorism. I'm not saying it is terrorism. I'm just saying that the system set up for exactly what happened last night for these type of power failures.
But how is the media covering this massive story? Thanks to Ground News, I can instantly access every story on it and compare coverage. Take the conspiracy theory angle. Nearly 40 articles were published on it in the last day alone. Some sources call it a black swan event. Apparently Andrew Tate says the ship was cyber attacked, and others claim the right-wing media are spreading it all. But in fact, on Ground News, I can see that almost 60% of publications covering it lean left, with little to no coverage from the right. That shows just how much the establishment media wants to focus on conspiracy theories, and not on potentially more credible and alarming issues, like the FDA settlement over controversial COVID posts. Ground News shines a spotlight on misleading narratives. You can check it out for yourself at ground.news/PJW. The link is right down below. If you're a news junkie like me, this is the Rosetta Stone of breaking news and media monitoring. Instead of wasting time wading through scores of different websites, everything is there in one place, helping you stay informed of breaking news and developments as they happen. I've been using it for over a year now, and it's an invaluable tool. And I'm not just saying this because they sponsor me. I actually use their app and website on a daily basis for my work. So check it out at ground.news/PJW or scan the QR code on the screen. They're currently offering my viewers 40% off the Vantage plan, which is the one I use for unlimited access. Or you can try it for less than £1 a month. They're independently owned and subscribers subscriber funded. Subscribers support their mission to hold the media accountable. And remember, by supporting my sponsors, you support me directly. And you get a great product. It's a win-win. So thanks again to Ground News. This was not random. Multiple camera angles already set up. Every news outlet reporting precisely 6 missing in tandem. They watermark their atrocities with the same occult numerology and symbolism every time, but most people too stupid to even notice. Yeah, it's a major bridge that's key to global transit. It's gonna have a lot of cameras pointing at it. Not like the media arrived beforehand, is it? They're poor authority cameras. But inevitably in a society where trust in government and media has cratered, literally every major event that happens now instantly becomes fodder for conspiracy speculation. It was ISIS, it was Israel, no, it was Ukraine.
Salam alaikum.
But what could have increased the likelihood of what appears to be very much an accident is actually way more concerning, and points to the growing DEI-driven competency crisis that's actually heightening the risk of more tragedies taking place. This exact same ship, the Dali, collided with the stone pier in the port of Antwerp back in 2016. An investigation found that the incident was the fault of the master and the pilot on board. Synergy Marine Group, the company tasked with managing the ship, appears to have prioritised diversity over competency, stating on its website that issues related to diversity are a high priority at Synergy. We realise that the benefits of diversity are best achieved by fostering greater inclusion and belonging. The company indicated that its goal is a, quote, workplace that is truly characterised by inclusion and belonging. Yeah, not by expertise then. Just days before the bridge collapsed, the company bragged of its commitment to diversity at sea. Wish they'd been more focused on safety at sea. Seems this ship had a lot of issues, over and above the risk of it being hacked by fill in the blank as part of a global conspiracy. Now check out the Maryland Port Commission's recent diversity hires. Corinthia A. Barber, an expert in workforce training, coaching and diversity, equity, inclusion and belonging. DEIB audits and consulting, not port safety then. And Sandy A. Roberts, a corporate lawyer who generally knew some marine law. Fills you with confidence, doesn't it? We now learn that the entire 22-member crew of the cargo ship that collided with the bridge are Indians. Lest we forget that this is the same country that had to take its first ballistic missile submarine out of commission because someone forgot to properly close a hatch. Yeah, I'm leaning more towards incompetence. What do you think? Conspiracy, cock-up, or blameless accident? Comments down below. If you value what I do and you want to help support me, please visit pauljosephwatson.locals.com and either pledge a one-time donation or subscribe to join my community, get early access videos, and message me directly. And exclusive live streams coming soon too. Promise. Check out the Locals link down in the description. And don't forget to take a look at the brand new website modernity.news. That's where you'll find all my content, including exclusive articles. That's modernity.news.